They took his mate, he took their lives. You think animals don't understand love? You think they don't feel pain? Then, you've never heard the story of Raksha and Varan. Varan was no ordinary tiger. He was feared, respected. He had scars that told stories, from battles with bears, rivals, and storms. But he had one weakness, one thing that softened the beast. Her name was Raksha. She was younger, fierce, beautiful. The only tiger who could steal his food and still keep his heart. They ruled the forest together, shared kills, slept curled beside each other. She would rest her head on his chest as he breathed slow, heavy breaths. To him, she was peace. To her, he was protection. They mated in the monsoon, under heavy rains, two shadows, soaked and tangled beneath thunder. And then, she became pregnant. The dry season returned. The rivers shrank. The prey grew scarce. Raksha was now slow with life. She didn't hunt. She stayed hidden. Varun hunted alone. But one day, as he returned with fresh kill, he smelled it. The stink of metal. The unnatural smell of humans. Poachers. They had seen her. A rare white streak on her face made her easy to spot. They didn't want her for meat. They wanted her for money. For skin. By the time Varun got to the den, she was gone. No blood, no cub, no Raksha. Just the scent of sweat, gasoline, and steel. He roared that night until his throat bled. He clawed trees until bark flew like dust. He searched. He waited. He never saw her again. Something in him broke. Varun changed. He stopped eating, stopped resting. He prowled into human lands, into danger. He destroyed traps. He ripped apart goat pens, but didn't eat the goats. It wasn't hunger, it was rage. And then the killings began. Not random, not fast. He stalked, he waited. A poacher disappeared. Another turned up with his leg torn off. People began whispering. The demon tiger, the ghost in the forest, but he wasn't a ghost, he was grief made flesh. Varan found him, the man who pulled the trigger, who sold her skin. He tracked him for days, past roads, past towns, until one night, he waited outside the man's hut. He didn't attack when the man stepped out. He waited until he turned his back. Then, a single leap, a scream that echoed, and silence. By morning only blood remained. Villagers lit fires, called officials. They wanted him dead, but they couldn't find him. He vanished into legend. Years passed. No one saw Varun, but sometimes they heard roars deep in the jungle. And once a forest ranger reported seeing a massive tiger, walking beside a female cub with a white streak on her face. Could it be? No one knew. But they say revenge changes a creature, it scars the heart. And in that tiger's eyes there wasn't just pain, it was memory, it was purpose. Varan wasn't just a tiger anymore, he was a warning to anyone who thinks animals can't feel, or that grief can't kill. This was never just a story about a tiger, it's about love, and what happens when that love is ripped away. So, next time you hear a roar in the distance, ask yourself, what did the world take from him? Because sometimes, the most dangerous thing in the forest is a heart that's still bleeding. If this story moved you, share, subscribe. This is Dark Truth TV, where nature isn't just wild, it's personal.